Sorry, I had to cut my video off. But anyway, 2013, I had a huge dream that, like, you know, end days, fireballs were flying across the sky. It was crazy. First of all, it was dark. Like, there was no light. I mean, outside was dark. I don't even know if it was daytime or dark time, but it was pitch black. Like, there was no light. And I'm driving a black Range Rover truck, and I just remember that for some reason. At the time, I didn't have one or anything like that. So driving a Range Rover truck, and I'm going and I'm picking up my friends, my old co-workers that I used to work with, like when I first came out of college, like back in 2004. Back when I came out of high school, I'm sorry. So around 2004, 2005. For some reason, I was picking them up, and I was picking them up out of clubs. I was picking them up out of, you know, their boyfriends' beds, and just all these sinful places that we know we're not supposed to be in. And so I picked them all up, and we're all in the car, we're driving, and like I said, there's fireballs and stuff flying through the skies, and it's really crazy, like ash flying. I mean, it's crazy. And a sign falls on our window, and this sign says, you know, the narrow gate. It was the narrow gate and the broad gate. So we all know that scripture, like the pathway to heaven is a narrow path, and the way to hell is broad. So that was in 2013. 2016, my father, he was really sick. He was in the hospital and everything, and so of course I was going to like deep prayer and stuff for him, and well, during that time, God had showed me that he passes. Like I see my dad going up into the heavens, and I had peace with that. But at the same time, it was like a split screen, but I think the split screen was showing me like what was going on at the same time. My dad passes, or goes to heaven, or whatever, or dies, whatever, however you want to look at it. I got this sword, and I'm going around and I'm cutting veins. Like these veins, they're like on people's eyes, they're on people's ears, they're over their mouths, and they have them like strapped to chairs and stuff. It's almost like a plant from like a Jumanji, like the old Jumanji movie. But they were sucking the life out of people, like literally, like just like these plants were just sucking the life out of people. And so I have this sword. I don't know where I got the sword. Is all I know. I just have this sword, and I'm going around cutting these veins off of people. Whack, 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 whack. I'm just cutting them off. And I open up a closet, and I see my sister covered in head to toe with these veins. So I cut them off of her, and that was that. That was that dream. So that was 2016. By the way, my father passes. My father passed away 2017, November 28th, I think. That's when my dad passes. 2017, November 28th. I think like the day before Thanksgiving or after Thanksgiving, something like that. But I'm pretty sure it's 28th. And, or 20th, 27th, I'm not sure. So, even at his funeral, I don't know what happened or what came over me. I prayed before I went in there, and I spoke at his funeral, and then I just started, like, preaching to folks. I don't even know what I said. Like, I'm not even that type of person. I'm more of, like, a reserved, type of person. Like, I'm nice to people, but, like, I'm not just, like, I'm not the type of person to go out and do speeches. Like, I was supposed to do these videos years ago, and I didn't. And the reason why I'm doing them now is because I don't want to be held accountable when on Judgment Day. So, okay, now let me get back to speed. So it's now, my daddy passed 2017, November 28th. Bring up speed 2018, I want to say around February. Yeah, end of February. Yeah, let's say February. I had this crazy, because at this point, I was like, you know what? Usually every year, at the beginning of the year, I always go on a fast for the Lord. Like, I'll go on a fast, and I set times for 3 times a day, and I pray for a certain amount of times, just to get, you know, that direct contact with the Lord. Just, you know, that's just the thing I do all the time, every year, or two to 3 times a year. So during this fast, I was like pregnant. I have 3 children. I got my tubes tied, so I know that I can't get pregnant again. Me and my husband, I'm married to.